Wow. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. So I'm glad to be here. Sorry, I'm about 5 minutes late on the live. Um, about 5 minutes late on the live. I want to sincerely apologize for that. Yes, for those of you that were quite on time. I didn't know I hadn't gone live yet. So yes, we are live. So if you are joining us from YouTube or LinkedIn, I would love to know. I'm super excited, and that's why I have a full smile. Some people say I'm always smiling, but yeah, I'm excited because this will be the first time I'm going live on LinkedIn. So let me just turn off the banner so you can have a few view of my face. Yes. So this will be the first time I'm going live on LinkedIn. Yeah, and it just giving me more kind of excitement and feeling. Excitement and feeling. So if you're joining us, I would love to know your name, where you're joining us from, probably your country, because I know I'm saying good morning, good evening, good afternoon to anybody wherever you are joining. So your name, where you're joining us from, and probably a little feel of what you do. Why are you here? Why are you here? Why did you decide to join Delight Magnus this evening to have this conversation on leadership? So give me a minute. We'll start immediately. We'll start immediately. Okay. So I can see a bit head on LinkedIn. All right. I see you, Lazarus. Lazarus Esther, my very good friend on LinkedIn. I see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, Trisha. Well, this is amazing. My Phoenix Gates community people are active and live. Thank you so much, guys. I'm excited, and I'm glad to have you join me on live here. So if you're joining on YouTube, you can just give us a like. Same with LinkedIn or wherever you're joining. So more people get to see that, oh, something is happening, something is going down right now. So not to waste much of our time, we'll be starting immediately. I'll be starting immediately. So I'll be sharing a slide. Yes. Confusion to clarity, 3 steps to becoming the kind of leader people trust. People trust. So we have a key element in everything we're talking about is the word trust. That'll be our key element or our anchor word as we go forward. So before we go forward, I'll introduce myself a little. My name is Delight Magdis Sweetgroup. I am popularly known as the teacher of growth. I'm a growth strategist, leadership educator, and an environmentalist too. So yes, that's the sum of what makes up Delight Magnus. So just in case you're joining for or you're seeing me for the first time on your screen, I just want to put that out there. So like I said before, I would love to know and meet everybody. So as much as I can read from the comments. Okay, Lazarus is joining us from Abuja. She's a social media manager. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Remidi. I hope I got your name right. I see you. Osai, Favor, Quincy, yes. So thank you for joining. I love this. I love the introduction that Lazarus gave. So she's a social media manager and virtual assistant. So I'll quickly be going to our next slide. So the next slide here is just to lay a foundation. So for the next idea is just to lay a foundation. So leadership goes beyond title, as we all know. John C. Maxwell will say that leadership is influence. Leadership is influence. And the thing we see is that the easiest way, or you get to influence people more when they trust you. Trust is an important element in influence. If they don't trust the direction you're going, they will not follow you. That's what leadership is about. Leadership is influence, and to get influence, you need to first of all get people's trust. To get influence, you need to first of all get people's trust. It's like let me use one form of leadership that is not very common to us, like the traffic warden. He's telling this car stop, he's telling this one move, and people are obeying him. You don't know these traffic wardens from Adam, but if you see him on the road and he raises his hands and he says stop, he will stop. If he does like this and he says move, he will move. Why? Because instantly at that moment you just trust his judgment and trust his work, that oh, he's here to control traffic. He may not even be qualified, but because you see him there doing stuff and other people are following, oh, that person in front trusts him, so I can trust him too. So the thing that is making all these people follow his instruction of stop and go is simply trust. Trust is what is that vehicle that is making people say, oh, this person has the right to influence me. So this is just a foundation. And for the next 30 minutes, we'll be talking about how you can gain people's trust. So really, why does trust matters? Why does trust matters? Trust is important because with your team, a team that trusts you, there will be less conflict. There will be less conflict. If you're a good leader, more people will trust you and want to follow what you're doing. And because they trust you, you would get more of the deadlines. So without trust, we are seeing missed deadlines, we're seeing poor quality, we're seeing bad working condition, we're seeing resistance. So all these things are as a result of lack of trust. All these as a result of lack of trust. So if you're on a team and you say, oh, move left, but because people don't trust you, sorry, give me a moment. So because people don't trust you, so because people don't trust you, they want to move right. Sorry about that. I needed to catch my breath. So I'm saying because people don't trust you, when you say move left, they'll move right. And all those things cause confusion, cause an increase in production time. And at the end of the day, it's costing you money. And that's what we're going to be looking at. So I'll be narrating a simple story. So if you're following me, let me just know in the comments that, oh, I'm being heard. Okay, I see you, Glory. Thank you for joining. I see you, Funko. Funko, I see you. Funko, yes, I see you. So I'll be narrating a simple story for us. So this is the story of Ijoma. Ijoma used to work in customer rep. She's a customer rep representative in her company. It's an IT firm. And because of how hardworking Ijoma is, she always gives her deliverables. She's smart, she's quick, she's innovative, she's proactive. The boss said, oh, Ijoma, I think you should move from being just a customer service rep, and I need you to be a lead for customer support or customer success. And Ijoma was promoted to lead a team of 6 individuals. Amazing, right? Promotion, good, fine. Everybody was excited. They were happy for Ijoma. Ijoma, congratulations, well deserved. Everything, you deserve this. You're so hardworking. You're so innovative. The boss made a good decision on this one. But what happened to Ijoma? The initial excitement that Ijoma had suddenly went down the drain because she became frustrated. She was leading a team of 6 and they were not delivering on what was needed to be done. Ijoma, smart, hardworking, yes, but when it came to leadership, she was zero. When it came to leadership, she was frustrated. When it came to leadership, she was disappointed. Only 6 people. Like, how hard can it be for me to lead just 6 people? Why am I feeling drowned? Why am I feeling agitated? Why is this so hard? When I was working as the customer service rep, everything was good. It was going fine until my boss decided to increase my salary and give me a bigger role. But Ijoma was frustrated daily. They would have meetings on Mondays. She would give her team tasks, but everybody was slow. Everybody was just going round and round and round. They were not delivering on point. And at the end of the day, her boss became disappointed. He was like, Ijoma, this is not what I hired you to do. I didn't hire you to come and spoil your work for me. I didn't hire you to come and scatter my team. I didn't hire you to come and bring down things that I spent years building. This was not the essence of me moving you up. You are spoiling things for me. Ijoma became frustrated because of 6 individuals that she could not lead properly, that she could not gain their trust enough to lead and direct. So with time too, Ijoma's confidence began to drop. Ijoma's confidence began to drop because she was not doing as good as she was doing in her previous position. So one thing is that a frustrated leader begins to feel like they are not good enough because of the frustration of having to lead people. But the beautiful thing is that leadership can be learned. That's the truth. And that's what we're going to be talking about, or that's what we're talking about today. So for the next 20 minutes, I'll be breaking down a roadmap that anybody, anyone, if you're just starting up in leadership, these are the top 3 things, the 3 steps I believe that if you take, it will turn your leadership from chaos, from confusion to clarity and success. So becoming that kind of leader that people trust and want to follow, you need just these 3 things. It's a beautiful starting point. There may be many others, but for me, this is the basic and a beautiful start point. So our next slide. I said, what's the truth about Ijoma's story? So Ijoma was smart, she was hardworking, she was skilled. So it's good for us to know that leadership goes beyond being smart. It goes beyond being hardworking. It goes beyond being technically skilled in your field or in your industry. So you see, Ijoma was smart. This Ijoma, she was hardworking. Ijoma, she was skilled. But why was she confused? Why is it that it was difficult for her to lead just 3 individuals? So I hope I'm still being heard. I hope I'm still being seen. Yes, leadership can be learned. It's the truth. Leadership can be learned. Leadership can be learned. So these are the 3 starting points, and I'll be going to point number 1. So I'm going to point number 1. All right, so before I get to point number 1, I wrote here that the real cost of confusion. So in Ijoma's story, let me just give you more of it. In Ijoma's story, she was working for a IT firm and they were to reach out to customers on a daily basis. Before, Ijoma had just the task of reaching out to 3 customers and converting them. But as the lead, the boss said, reach out to 20 people. So Ijoma didn't think about how she would share 20 people among the 6 teams. And one thing she did not even put into consideration is who can handle more than others. So she would give tasks, be like, you call 3 people. And at the end of the day, that person will not meet up with calling 3 people. And they were losing money, they were losing time, there was chaos, there was conflict, and her confidence started to drop. So I think I've explained this. So the thing about leadership is that it goes beyond affecting just the team, it affects the revenue. So if you have a poor leader in your organization, or if you have a poor leader in your organization or your leadership is poor, it will go beyond just you and your team. It will affect the organization because you're wasting more time due to confusion, you're losing money, all those things. So I'm just using customer rep. There may be many more examples. Okay, let me go to maybe Esther is leading a social media team, and she's supposed to have deliverables to increase followership, who could potentially be customers. And because of the people she's working with, maybe she's working with a graphic designer and the graphic designer is not getting things done in time. The graphic designer does not trust her leadership. She's like, okay, let's do this kind of design. Let's work more with infographics than just having layouts or information. Please, let's work more with infographics. But the graphic designer is like, no, I won't do infographics. I want to do this instead. And you see that that's a confusion. There will be back and forth. And in that back and forth, time is being wasted. In that back and forth, money is being lost. In that back and forth, there's conflict. And with time, she will become frustrated with working with that graphics designer. And all these elements only come to play where there's a lack of trust. So this is the actual cause of confusion. And this is why we're moving from confusion to clarity, with our main element being trust. Nice to see you, Emmanuel, with our main element being trust. So to our next slide. Yes, so I said the first starting point, or the first step to becoming that kind of leader people will trust, is self-leadership. You cannot expect to lead others when you've not first led yourself. You cannot expect to lead others when you have not yet led yourself. And one of the things, or the core elements of leadership, is vision. So if you're leading yourself, you need to have a vision for yourself, as well as having a vision for your team. A man without vision can never be a good leader. Because where are you leading the people to? You're not even seeing where you're going there. How do you now want to lead the rest of us? So a man without vision cannot be a good leader. Quote me anywhere. If you lack vision, leadership is far from you. So lead yourself. Have a vision for yourself. Be clear on what you want from your team. So I'll normally advise, if you're going into a team for the first time, ask yourself realistic questions. Where is this team right now? What is my main goal in this team, and how can I get to that main goal? So you're asking yourself, this is where we are, this is where I see us being. So that's vision. Vision is just where you want to go to. In simple terms, this is where we are, but this is where I see us being. I see us being that team that will be highly recognized in this company. I see us being that team that will be talked about years even after we've left this firm, maybe to start our own firm. So I see us being that team that will be on the lips of the manager, of the MD, of the operations lead, anytime they want to say thank you. So you need to have a vision for yourself and have a vision for your team. That's self-leadership. So I've said two things. The number one step you need in becoming that leader people trust is self-leadership. And to move into that aspect of self-leadership, or move into that place of self-leadership, you need vision. You need vision to be a good leader. So we said self-leadership, and we've said vision to be a good leader. So you need to ask, what do I want for myself? What do I want for my team? I'm repeating. Repetition is for emphasis. What do I want for myself, and what do I want for my team? That's self-leadership. The second step to becoming the kind of leader people trust, is communication, effective communication. So now you have a vision. You know where you want your team to be, or where your team is going. You know, you are aware, but your people don't know. You know you are aware, but your people don't know. And if they don't know, they cannot trust you. If they can't see it as clearly as you can see it, they will not trust you. That's where the element of communication comes in. So I wrote here that most leaders' problem, most leadership problem are not people problem, they are communication problems. I've seen it over and over that one of the top issues that firms have, or people have, or teams have, is communication. That's the issue. It's not the people are not skilled. Yes, skill is important, very, very important. You have to train your people, they need to have the skill. But we see in Ijema's case that Ijema was smart, she was skilled, but she lacked leadership as a skill that she needed to add to her technical skill set. So most times it's not a skill problem, It's not information problem. It's not a people problem. It's a communication problem. You need to be clear in your communication. You need to be consistent. Consistency in leadership is very important, because if you say one thing today, say another thing tomorrow, you're losing trust. You begin to look two-faced. So if I come to the team today and I'm saying, oh, today our main target is how to get Mr. Olufemi on board to sponsor, to support us. That's our main target. And we are targeting Mr. Olufemi today. Tomorrow you say, let's leave Mr. Olufemi. We've not gotten him yet. Let's go to Mr. Adebayo. People will become confused. They're like, why? Why are you changing your ideas? So, like, what is it? And if you cannot explain properly why you have considered that change, it becomes an issue. And then distrust comes in. So have vision. People trust people with vision. People trust people who can communicate that vision clearly to them. So give clarity. Give action points. Ask for feedback. Do you get me? Allow them to ask questions. Oh, sorry, I'm not getting this. Can you explain further? Allow them to ask questions. So this is not a communication lecture. I have a lot to say about communication almost always, but this is not a communication lecture. But just be clear in your communication. If you are effective and you can communicate your vision clearly, people will trust you more. So vision, communication, and the next step to becoming that kind of leader people trust. Yes, thank you so much, Trina. And the next step to becoming the kind of leader people trust is strategic execution. Strategic execution. So when people hear the word execution, they think that execution is just to start. Execution is not just starting. No. Starting is the beginning of execution. Execution is not just starting. So when people hear the word, they're like, execute, execute, execute. Execution is not starting. Execution is a process. It's a process. So in strategic execution, what you need to do is that you need to turn that vision that is inside your head, that place that you see the team going, that place that you see that we are going, you need to turn it into a roadmap. You need to turn it into a roadmap. And the two tools I use for execution are SMART goals and data-rich updates. SMART goals and data-rich updates. So I know SMART goals is popular: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time-bound. Yes, we all use it. A lot of people use it. But the thing is that SMART goals can help your team trust you more. If I come and I tell my team that, oh, we have to reach out to 50 people before the end of this week, I'll trust you more. I'll be like, okay, this person has direction. So if saying 50 people before the end of the week is smart because it's specific. I'm specifying 50 people. It's measurable. 50 people is achievable. There are 6 of us. If we can divide that 50 by 6 of us in the next 5 days, you see, 50 people divided by 6 of us divided by 5 days, it is possible for us to reach 50 people. So is it achievable? Is it realistic? And is it time bound? You see, time bound, I feel when people set goals, they always leave out that time element. But time element is very important, and it's also important in your communication. If you go and you say, oh, Trina, I need you to reach out to 5 people before Friday. Trina's mind, even if Trina is a lazy person, Trina is not lazy. I've worked with Trina. Trina is exceptional. But let's just say, even if Trina is a lazy person, the lazy person, or let's say a procrastinator, the lazy person or the procrastinator have it in their mind that, oh, I have to reach out to 5 people before Friday. Most of us, we give tasks, we don't give deadlines. We give tasks, we don't give deadline. So now in your mind, I just say, Trina, I need you to reach out to 5 people. I did not give Trina a deadline. I just say, Trina, please reach out to 5 people for me. Reach out to these 5 names. I give her names. I'm like, oh, Trina, please send out emails to these 5 people. And I come back on Friday and I'm like, Trina, how far? Have you been able to send out the emails to these 5 names that I gave you? And Trina is lost. She's like, oh, no, I've not done that yet. And I instantly become frustrated that, why have you not done that yet? I told you to reach out to 5 people, just 5 individuals. You cannot do that. You didn't give her a deadline. So if she didn't do it by Friday, she's still in the right place. Believe me, I would say it. If you didn't give the person a deadline, the person is still right. In the person's mind, you told me to reach out to 5 people. You didn't tell me if it's this week, next week, and you are just another mistake leaders make most times is in asking for feedback. We always wait for deadlines to ask for feedback. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're putting yourself under duress, waiting for deadlines to ask for feedback. Ask for feedback with injury time. I would always say, if you want to give someone a deadline, give them injury time is more time, but bring your injury time. Give them the we have full time, we have injury time. Give them the first half, first quarter, first half, right? So give them the first half time. Most if you know the person is a procrastinator or the person is a lazy person, give them the first half. Oh, don't tell them they are full time. It's just to help. But always make use of the T in SMART goals. A lot of people don't make use of T in giving out tasks. I will trust you more. I will obey you more. I will trust you more. I will obey you more. Sorry. So I will trust you more. I will obey you more because I know that you're the goal or the idea. Imagine I'm coming with an ambiguous goal and I'm like, oh, Trina, I need you to reach out to 50 people in the next 24 hours. And let's say you don't even work up to 24 hours. Let's say you come to work and you spend maybe you have a 4-hour shift and you are talking about customer care, you have a 4-hour shift. And I say in your 4-hour shift, I need you to reach out to 100 people. If it's me, I'll just say, madam, I'm very sorry, you. But that's not what I came here to do. I didn't come here to die on top of your work. How do you want me to reach out to 100 people in 4 hours? You obviously take breaks. I don't know, but some people get tired of talking. So you see that goal is ambiguous. I won't trust you. I'll be like, this person is after my life. This person just wants the manager to sack me. Because when she gave report, she said she asked me to reach out to 100 people and I reached out to only 20. So when you give people SMART goals in your roadmap to the vision you have, they will trust you more. They will trust you. Mostly if it's something they're able to achieve, because once they achieve it, you're going to say thank you. Their ego is boosted. Next time they will even come and ask you, please, what can I do next? Is it because you're giving them a task they can actually do? Do you know that people feel good when they achieve something? So if you give me a task that I can achieve, there's no way I won't want to work with you next time, because I know next time you're going to give me another task that I can achieve. So give them SMART goals. Then I also say give them data rich updates. So this is still a bit linked to communication. So like I said, execution is not just about starting. Execution is a long game, is a long process. Execution is a long game, it's a long process. So it's beyond just starting. When you execute, it's a process. So when I say give data rich updates, this is what I mean. I say, oh, we are reaching out to 50 people this week. And everybody, maybe they give me feedback. And by Monday morning, we've reached only 5 people. I'll come and I want to give updates maybe on the group or in our Monday morning. Okay, let's say we have 50 people for the month. And I know most offices, they have stand-up meetings on Monday morning and maybe Fridays. So let's say every Monday morning, I come, we have 50 people on the month. For the month, this is the first week, we are just starting. I need you all to reach out to 10 people at least individually. All right, we go to week 2 now. Maybe they were not able to reach out. Everybody was not able to reach out to their 5, or maybe there's a mixture. And I come in day 2, I said, okay, remember we're to reach out to 50 people before the end of the month. Currently, we've reached out to just 6 people. So I need you guys to step up your game. There's no way that I will hear 6 out of 50. And me, I know that I did not even contribute to the 6 last week. I want to do my best to call, even if it's one person, because I know that we are backward and I'm feeling, oh, we are backward because of me. Maybe I need to just call one person. So I give that the update that, oh, we are in 6 out of 50 by week 2. Let's see how this week goes. I need everybody to put up their energy. Then I come week 3. Wow, 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 wow. It was beautiful. So currently we're in 20 out of 50. We have just 1 week. Boom. Because they are seeing the data, they are moved. You're like, oh, revenue that came in last month, maybe you're talking to the finance team, was so and so and so. And we need to double up on that before the end of the month. Last month was, or you're coming for a meeting, in the office or for your team meeting, and you're like, last month's revenue was about 70% higher than this month. What happened, guys? What's the issue? Rachel, I need you to step up your game. I need you to step up your game. I need you to step up your game. Let's see how we can raise this number or reduce the ratio gap by like 50%. This is data. It's giving them, I don't know, but data gives motivation. I've seen it work. I've tried it severally, so I can tell you for a fact that data-rich updates gives your team motivation, and they will trust you more because you're open with the information of where we are and where we are going to. So try as much as possible that when you're drawing your roadmap for execution, include data into your roadmap. As you're making your goals smart and you're using T a lot, also include data into your roadmap. See, data builds credibility and credibility builds trust. That's the summary of it. Data builds credibility and credibility builds trust. If I can see the information, I can see the numbers, I can be like, okay, this is it, this is it, this is where I can step in, this is where I can come in. So I've made, in these 3 simple steps, I'm telling you for a fact that if you are confused currently in your leadership, and you can sit down, ask yourself, where am I? Where am I going to? Have that clarity of a vision. Where is my team? Where is my team going to? That is the first step, and you're good to go. If you can learn how to effectively communicate where you are, where we are as a team, and where we are going to, you can effectively communicate it to your team. That's the second step. You're a bit closer. But if you can turn that where we are going to, into specific, measurable, achievable, realistic goals in between, measurable, achievable, realistic tasks for your team, and you can give them data-driven updates along the way, trust me, they will trust you more. So moving from confusion to clarity is not a big thing. These 3 simple steps, if you're starting up in leadership, even if you've been there for a while and you just want to motivate your team more, you just want to motivate your team. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Can you hear me? Yes, so with these 3 simple steps, you can move from confusion to clarity. So I'm going to talk about the growth room. If you follow me on LinkedIn, I believe I've already bored you enough with the growth room, and a lot of you already know what the growth room is about. So the growth room is a 5-day leadership training. 5-day leadership training for leaders to sharpen your leadership skills. And it's to run from the 10th of September to the 14th of September. So we'll be teaching leadership, growth leadership, raising effective teams by design. We'll be teaching communication. I'll be sharing a lot of communication insights and how to build data-driven strategies. So it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. In just 5 days, we'll cover all that. Yeah. So if you're interested in joining, the original price is at 10,000 naira. 10,000. Trust me, it's an awoof. It's a woof because at the end of the day, I'll be sharing materials to people. Me, I believe in giving people materials so that they can always go back, look at it, study. There will also be a WhatsApp support group. You can ask your questions. You can interact with other leaders. So it's an opportunity for you to build your network. They say your network is your net worth. So you've been interacting with other leaders, and at the end of the program, I will be giving out a certificate. So the growth room is a leadership and performance bootcamp. We have just four core issues. We'll be going in depth. I know today I talked about self-leadership, communication, and strategic execution. But trust me, what I gave you is just surface level gist. You just have surface level gist. If you want the full gist, you need to join the growth room. If you want the full gist, you need to join the growth room. So if you're a leader, you're an executive, you just got promoted, maybe you're leading an NGO or a small team. Trust me, these are informations that would really help you and your team. So if you're even an MD or a CEO, you can even tell your team leads to enroll. So if you want to sign up, it's at 10,000 naira, but for the next 48 hours only. For the next 48 hours, it will be going for 7,000 naira for the next 48 hours. So you can either scan the QR code or go to seller.com/TGRC1. TGRC1. So I'll probably post it in the comments. Let me see if I can do that. So while I'm doing that, I love to take questions. I don't want to come and talk and not take questions. So if you have questions, you can drop it in the chat box. Scenario-based questions, no matter what, just drop it in the chat box. I would be looking at it also. I'm in the chat both on LinkedIn and YouTube. So I'm in the chat both on LinkedIn and YouTube. So please share your questions and don't miss out on the growth room. That's what I can say. Don't miss out on the growth room. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic. Don't miss out on the growth room. So for the next 48 hours, it will be for 77,000 naira only. 7,000 from Monday 6 p.m. Monday 6 p.m. to go back to the original fee of 10,000 naira. So I'm looking at the chats for questions. For questions. So even if you can't share questions, you can also tell me your highlights. Hi, love, I see you. Yes, trust is something that is difficult to earn. Hi, Monisola, I see you. I'm sorry, I'm just being able to go through the comments right now. Hi, Peppo, I see you. I see you. So questions. Can you hear me now? Trina? Okay. Since I'm not seeing questions coming, I hope I'm being seen and heard. But I would really appreciate if I could get feedback from us, probably how the session was. Did you enjoy the session? What we could do better? And I'll also be sending the slides across because I like to share information. I don't hold information. So if you need the slides, just make sure you fill the feedback form. As far as you fill the form, you'll get the slide in your email. As far as you fill the form, you get the slide in your email. So you can fill the feedback form, you get the slide in your email. Yeah, so the feedback form is in the chat. All right. So the feedback form is in the chat, yes. Okay, I can see a question. I can see a question. As a leader, you know a lot is expected of you, but one thing is that you made that clear line very simple. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That clarity line is very simple. Yeah, thank you so much. I love your comments, Manisala. Ah, she said you brought the pen and paper. Okay, in regards to working with deadlines, okay, I can see a question here. Okay, I would also send the link via email. So if you just, okay, you can click the feedback form. The link for the seller is on the screen, seller.com/TGRC1. So let me read this question. I love these 3 steps and it's explanatory efforts for me. I can't wait to be part of the group. Can't wait to have you. Can't wait to have you, Monisela. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, for everyone that joined, if you signed up with Bloomer, you would obviously get the slides, and I would send the links across to their Luma. And if you're on LinkedIn, just wait for my post. I'll make a post tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. Okay, I'll make a post this evening. I'll make a post this evening by 6 p.m. And all the links will be on that post by 6 p.m. All the links will be on the post by 6 p.m. So just hold on till 6 p.m. This is about 5:48. So by 5:50 on the dot, I will be ending the live. Thank you so much, Ma Flores. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, I'm getting messages. Just don't worry. Once it's 5 6 p.m. rather, once it's 6 p.m., I would share it as a post. I would also edit the description on both YouTube and LinkedIn. So it will be easy for us to click the link. So for those of you that signed up on Luma, you would obviously get everything delivered to your email. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much for everyone for joining. I sincerely appreciate all of you that joined both on LinkedIn and YouTube. I had fun and I'm glad that we got a lot. I would love to hear feedback. I always love to hear feedback, whether positive or negative. Feel free, share your mind respectfully. Actually, yes, share your mind respectfully, and I will take it. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So this is me saying goodbye. See you online. Bye.